Welcome back to the British Summer Championships 2023. It's day number 4, heat session number 3. We've got some more exciting relays coming up for you. There's some of the action that we've already had this morning. Now it is 2 o'clock and it will be the men's 4x200 meters freestyle teams events. These will be heat declared winner. Our first event will be the men's 14 to 16 age group, and then we will go into the men's 17 and over age group. We are live from Ponds Forge International Sports Centre. I am Liz Johnson, and I will be taking you through this next piece of action. The medal ceremonies for these events will take place at the end of this session. Both events have 3 heats. And we are just getting ready for the athletes to enter the poolside. Here they come, right on cue. There is your start list for heat number 1. We have 8 teams in this one. In lane 1 it will be Millfield School C. In lane 2 Wickham District B. In 3 it's Hatfield. In 4 City of Birmingham B. In 5 Warrender Baths. In 6 City of Peterborough. In 7 Soundwell. And in 8, it's Ren 96D. That is your lineup for heat number 1 of the men's 14 to 16 years 800 freestyle team event. 4x200 freestyle relay. The drama to start. Hold on, we will be getting underway shortly. Away this time, and in lane 1 for Millfield it's Wilfred Lee. In 2 it's Alexander Moore for Wickham. In 3 Lucas Hartley for Hatfield. In 4 Joseph Box for Birmingham. In 5 Rory Stobie for Warrender. In 6 Orlando Deering for Peterborough. In 7 it's Harry Kerslake of Soundwell, and then in 8 Adam Scott goes for Ren 96D. At the top of the pool, down the first 50. It is Ren 96D's Adam Scott that was going very well. Now in that middle lane, in lane 5, Warrender Baths with a slight advantage over Wickham District in 2. 4 lengths of the pool for each swimmer. Warrender turn first, 57.62. That first 100, we had 96 at the top, 57.63 for second, and Wickham District currently in 3rd position after 100 meters. Starting to move through on this 3rd 50, City of Peterborough in 6. That's Orlando Deering. It will still be Warrender Baths leading the way. as these swimmers start their final 50 before our first handover. Going well, coming back, that white hat of Joseph Box for City of Birmingham. Still Warrender with a slender lead, but Deering of Peterborough finishing quickly. And it will be Peterborough that go into the wall first. Heading off is Cian Lee. He goes on leg 2 for the City of Peterborough. In for Warren Barth, it's Mano Drysdale. William Viney is in for Birmingham. Samuel Jeffrey for Hatfield. Ethan Wills for Wickham. Max Higgins for Millfield. Jack Brown for Soundwell and Tom Jeffords for Ren 96. Birmingham now have the lead, courtesy of Viney, down that first 50 for him. It's a big lead too in these early stages. A body length ahead of Warrender now. Ren 96 still sitting in third at the top of the pool. Birmingham over first, 2:57.48, 2:59.46 for Warrender. Exactly the same time as Ren 96. We're getting the feet to the pads at the same time, so neck and neck for Warrender and Ren 96. Comfortably out in front at the moment, it is Birmingham. Hatfield and Wickham, they're in their own battle in lanes 2 and 3 at the bottom of the pool. Birmingham go over 3:29.38. Birmingham with a strong position here as they enter the final 25 of this leg. Now into the final 15, Birmingham, as it all lines up behind Ren 96 with a slight advantage. Coming through well is Soundwell. Jack Brown's had a good leg. So William Viney hands over to Joshua Drury too to try and maintain that lead for Birmingham. Soundwell with an excellent second leg for Jack Brown. He hands over, now in the water it is Roger Davis. One lane from the top of the action there. Peterborough and Ren 96 still pretty evenly matched. Jack Swindale in for Peterborough. Magnus Morris in for Ren 96. Corey Boyd is in for Warren Bards. Daniel Williams for Hatfield. Oscar Pike for Wickham. And Henry Guppy for Millfield. Birmingham going well here. But Swindale of Peterborough having a great first 100 of his leg. He goes over in second. 0.4 of a second ahead of Roger Davis for Soundwell, who is just 0.1 ahead of Magnus Morris of Ren 96. Oscar Pike of Wickham is trying to get back on level terms with Boyd of Warrender in the race behind, but at the moment we're watching Birmingham be reeled in. Peterborough and Ren 96 now back on level terms with the City of Birmingham. It does look to be Morris of Ren 96 from that angle, who's leading the way at the moment. As we come in to our next changeover. Good changeover there for Peterborough in 6. Ren 96 in second, and now Birmingham trying to get back to the front. Those 4 teams at the top of the picture at the moment are away. For City of Birmingham, it is Finley Lowe. For Hatfield, Daniel Belsey. For Wickham, Jackson Shudersky. Millfield got Ruben Brindley in the water. Connor Mitchell's in for Bath. In that front of the race, it's Joshua Zachary for Peterborough. Reece Dodd for Soundwell and Harry Keogh for N96 going well at the top of the pool. Peterborough go over. Joshua Zachary for the final 100 metres. And here comes the charge of Lowe of Birmingham in lane 4, really trying to get back on terms here. But now Peterborough looking strong as we head into the final turn of this heat number 1. Zachary goes over. Almost a 2-second lead over N96 Keogh. Keogh being caught by Reece Dodd of Soundwell. They're coming back on Zachary with every stroke. Zachary working hard to maintain that advantage as we come into the final stages of the race. It's going to come right down to the wire, but Peterborough hold on. Take the heat. 8:11.09 from 8:11.36 to 8:11.53. Very close there at the top of the pool. City of Birmingham are the best of the rest. Hatfield come through in 5th. Warren of Arts in 6th. Wickham District in 7th. And Norfolk Sea in 8th. We'll have to wait for those results to be confirmed. The results are now official. Everybody is safe. Always good to see. We'll now move on to heat number 2. Here is your start list for that men's 14-16 years 800 meters freestyle team, heat 2. In lane 0 for City of Coventry, it's Luca Bramwell. In 1 for City of Cardiff, Jack Bamborough. In 2 for Northampton, Jack Bignall. In 3 for Leander, William Naguera. In 4 for City of Sheffield, Hao Shi. In lane 5 for Mount Kelly A, Fergus Thompson. In 6 for Mount Kelly B, Harry Pierce. In 7 for Newcastle, it's Aidan Turner. In 8 for South Links, Oscar Goldsmith. And in lane 9, Finley Locke goes for Seagulls. Turning first, it is Mount Kelly A in lane 5, and down in lane 0, City of Coventry was second after that first 50 metres. Going well, 1 lane up from Coventry, Jack Bamborough of Cardiff. But at the front of the field at the moment, it is Mount Kelly A and the City of Sheffield. Going well up in lane number 7, Aidan Turner for Newcastle. And down in 0, still going well, is Bramwell of Coventry. But at the moment, with almost a body length advantage over Sheffield, it is Mount Kelly A and Thompson. Thompson's over first for Mount Kelly. Just over a second ahead of Sheffield and Cardiff, because they touched in exactly at the same time there. Now Jack Bamborough at the bottom of your shot. Cardiff looks to be edging ahead of City of Sheffield as we come into our first takeover of heat number 2. In for Mount Kelly next, it will be Alessandro Donofrio. He's off on his way. For Cardiff, Bamber hands over to Joseph Parsons, who's now in the water. And for City of Sheffield, it's Ethan Potter. Elliot Lawson's now in the water for Coventry. Eden Rowe for Northampton. Alexander Laurie for Leander. Benruff is in for Mount Kelly B. Ethan Williams for Newcastle. Oliver Sorrell of South Links and Jonathan Thring of Seagulls. There are your race leaders. Mount Kelly A. Still in a battle is Cardiff and Sheffield. Looks like maybe Ethan Potter of Sheffield edging ahead in that one at the moment. They come in for the 100-meter turn of their leg. And it is still Donofrio of Mount Kelly A in the lead. Opened up that gap 2.7 seconds ahead of Sheffield, or just over a tenth of a second ahead of Cardiff. All very close. Coming through well in 3. It is Alexander Laurie of Leander. He's right back in the mix here now between Sheffield and Cardiff. Out in clear water it is Mount Kelly A. At that turn, Leander had come through 2 seconds, 0.27 ahead of Sheffield. There is your race leader, Alessandro Donofrio for Mount Kelly A. As he comes in to hand over to Ralph Zarecki. Off on his way. Excellent swim there for Alexander Laurie of Leander. He hands over to Victor Naguero. And in for Sheffield now, it is Jensen Owen. In 7. Newcastle have got themselves back in this. Jasper Hall now in the water. Cardiff. It is Kokwon Ma. Theo Harris Bramwell in for City of Coventry, down in lane 0. Ryan Hardy's in for Mount Kelly B. Alfie Brisby for South Links and Edward Bell for Seagulls. Mount Kelly A only just have someone else in the shot as they turn. It is stroke for stroke between Sheffield and Leander at the moment. Jensen Owen getting his feet to the wall first. And coming out of that turn a little bit ahead, so he's got a slender advantage. Going well up in lane 9 now is Seagulls, Edward Bell. He has overhauled Cardiff. Mount Kelly A though, they are away with this one. It would take something drastic to catch them. City of Sheffield just half a second ahead of Leander on that turn. As we come in here for a final takeover, and into the water for Mount Kelly A goes Abdullah Jabbar Adama. He's off and on his way, not even in the shot when the other takeovers are happening. Jack Collins is in for the City of Sheffield. He'll be trying to hold off the challenge of Joe Jennings. One lane closest to us from Leander. Jennings has started well. Right at the top of the screen, Thomas Dewey is in for Seagulls. In lane 7, we can see Nicholas Land for Newcastle. He's going well down this first 50 of his leg. Benjamin Gibbons is in for Northampton. Thomas Haynes for City of Cardiff. Patrick D for City of Coventry. Panos Angelakis for Mount Kelly B. They are your anchor leg swimmers. And now we can see Joe Jennings of Leander has caught Collins of City of Sheffield. As they turn onto the final 100 in 7. Newcastle have overhauled Northampton and City of Cardiff, who are in their own battle. Northampton are going well in 2. Their next target is Newcastle. But no one has been close to Mount Kelly A for quite some time. The race is on behind them because they are away with this one. As Adama enters the last 25 meters. He's got clear water in front and behind. He's the only man in the shot here. But the race is on behind for Northampton and Sheffield, neck and neck. They've overhauled Leander in these final stages. He's going to come right down to the touch. And the touch does go to City of Sheffield, 8:09.31 to 8:09.46 for Northampton. Newcastle then coming in 5th with City of Cardiff in 6th, Seagulls in 7th, Mount Kelly B in 8th, City of Coventry in 9th, which means South Links bring home this heat in 10th. That was a very impressive swim for Mount Kelly A. Here are your official results of heat number 2. Unfortunately, there was a disqualification for Seagulls Swimming Club. Our next race is heat number 3 of the men's 14-16 years 800 meters freestyle team event. In lane 0 for Camden Swiss Cottage is Killian Bramham. In 1 for Plymouth Leander A, it's Matthew Hamilton. In 2 for City of Birmingham A, it's James Page. In 3 for Guildford City, Morgan Davis. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, it's Aaron Bissett. In 5 for Millfield School A, it's Ethan Stubbs Green. In 6 for City of Leeds, Patrick Neal. In 7, Samuel Williams goes for Wickham District A. In 8, for Northumberland and Durham Performance, it's Jacob Barnett. And in lane 9, Edward Ormsby goes for City of Cambridge. Stubbs Green of Millfield led the way after the first 50. And you can see that green hat in lane 5, still going strong down this first 100. Closest to him at the moment, one race closest to us, is RTW Monson. And also going well on City of Birmingham in the form of James Page, that white hat at the bottom of those 4 swimmers out in front. Also in the mix there is Guildford City with Morgan Davis. And at the top, there's nothing to choose between Wickham District, Northumberland and Durham Performance and City of Cambridge. As they go over, it's Millfield School, still leading by 11/100ths from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, with City of Birmingham in the 3rd position and Guildford City 0.2 behind in 4th. It's a real battle here now going on down the final stages of this first leg between Stubbs Green and Bissett. Stubbs Green's going to hand over to Ewan Pedersen for Millfield. And now in the water for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, it's Max El-Mokadem. Next to him for Guildford City is Christian Gale. And then next up, if for Birmingham, is Damien Batchelor. He's in the water right now. They're that white hat, just trailing those three leaders. Richie Grant is in for Camden Swiss Cottage. Jamie Gray for Plymouth Leander A. George Brooks for City of Leeds. Rufus Parry for Wickham District A. William Gowler for Northumberland. And Ryan Wall for City of Cambridge. Still very tight at the front at the moment. Stroke for stroke. It is Guildford and Millfield as they come into the 100-metre turn for their leg. All over together. Just a tenth separating the front three teams. Millfield School with the honours at that turn. RWW Monson just 2/100ths ahead of Guildford. Now coming through in lane 4 is El McAdam for RTW Monson. Going well at the top of the pool. Brian Wall for the City of Cambridge. City of Birmingham currently holding on to 4th position though. As we come now down to the midpoint of the race, RTW Monson. El McAdam going very well. Got over a body length lead from Millfield. As he will lead into this takeover. And into the water for RTW Monson goes Hayden Annan. For Millfield, it's Lachlan Parrott. For Guildford, it's Morgan Davis. For Birmingham, it is Harvey Reid in the water. Right at the top of the screen, as I said, Ryan Wall had a great swim for Cambridge. He handed over to Riley Hall. Jacob Light's in for Northumberland. Marcus Haig's in for Wickham. Matthew Just is in for Leeds. Thomas Belt's now in for Plymouth Leander, and Gabriel Barrett's in for Camden Swiss Cottage. Still a body length lead at the front for RTW Monson. Hayden Annan going well here. Millfield, Lachlan Parrott's getting a bit of wash from that kick from RTW Monson. And it's stroke for stroke between City of Birmingham and Guildford City now. Great first 100 there for Harvey Reid. Coming back at Cambridge at the top of the pool, Marcus Haig for Wickham. Riley Hall trying to hold on. And now Plymouth Leander on their own charge with Thomas Belt down in lane number 1. RTW Monson over first, 5:18.6 for them. Almost a 3-second lead over Millfield School A. We've got 5 seconds on City of Birmingham, who have got 2/10ths of a second. That's comfortable for them. Ahead of Guildford City.
Let's go, Ford!
The battle is definitely on for Birmingham and Guildford, but into the water now for the final leg. RTW Monson, there in your picture is Tom Hawkins. Chasing hard for Millfield, it will be Ruben Alty. Finley Richardson goes for finishing off for Guildford City. He handed over to Joseph Way. Hugh Mason-Williams is now in for Birmingham. Wongsakorn Pattersman is in for Plymouth Leander. Llewellyn Porter in for Camden Swiss Cottage. Gabriel Shepherd is in for Leeds. Monty Smith for Wickham District. Jimmy Maguire for Northumberland and Durham. And James Williamson for City of Cambridge. RTW Monson looking strong here. It's going to be a big ask for Ruben Alty of Millfield to reel them in. But stranger things have happened, and that was a good turn for Millfield there. He's back onto the feet of Tom Hawkins. RTW Monson, he is definitely gaining ground with every stroke here. As we go into this final turn, Aldi will be behind just a little, but watch the turn, watch the underwater. Can he claw back? Can Tom Hawkins hold on? Behind them, Guildford City have pulled away from Birmingham for third position at the moment, but here it is. Here come Millfield. They've been finishing strongly in all of their races. RTW Monson, they're breathing to the right, they can see all the way, and they're gonna hold off the late challenge there. That took some guts from Tom Hawkins. Millfield. Ruben Alti did everything that he could there. Just over 0.6 of a second in it at the end. Guildford City holding on to third. That was a very fast heat. The results are coming in. Results are official for heat number 3. We will hope to bring you a summary of those results. There is the summary of the results. Those results are final as they are heat declared winners. So RTW Monson are your champions. Millfield School A, silver medalists, with Guildford City taking the bronze. Here is page 2. So that you can see where your team finished. And your final page right there. That is all of the finalists that completed the event. And after that excitement, we now move on to our next event. That will be the men's 17 years over 800 meters freestyle team, heat number 1. In lane 2, it's Seven Oaks, Albert Branch. In lane 3, it's Mount Kelly C, Samuel Ryan. In 4, Wickham District A, Daniel Cox. In 5, Surrey University, Fabian Brodnicki. In 6, Newcastle C, Benjamin Thorpe. And in 7, it's Enfield D, Josh Curlew. And it is Surrey University in lane 5. Just ahead of Wickham District and Mount Kelly C. Wickham District now and Surrey University stroke for stroke. And his second 50. Going well at the top as Enfield D, that's Josh Curlew. They go over together and it's Surrey University. Brodnicki that gets his feet to the wall first, just by 0.2 of a second ahead of Wickham's Daniel Cox. Going well. One lane closer to us, it's Mount Kelly at sea. Samuel Ryan in for them. And at the top, still going well, Enfield D up there in lane 7. Still Surrey University lead the way just now by 4/100ths. That lead is slowly coming down. And now it looks like Wickham District's Cox. It looked like he was going to make his move, but it hasn't happened. But going well at the top, making his move is Curlew of Enfield D. Also coming back at the bottom is Albert Branch for Seven Oaks as we go into our first changeover. Away from Enfield D, it is now Mark Millman. He's in the water at the top. In lane number 5 for Surrey University, Christopher Finch. George Pearson is tasked for Wickham District A. Hubert Daniech for Mount Kelly C. Elliot Best for Newcastle C. And Christopher Finch is in Surrey University. There we see him right there in that shot with George Pearson of Wickham. And coming back into this one, Danich of Mount Kelly C. Shoulder to shoulder, up with 3 lanes between them. Sevenoaks is Matt Burrows and Elliot Best of Newcastle C. We're going together, but now Sevenoaks moved ahead of Newcastle. Bit of breathing space there. Kelly, Mount Kelly off that wall. Great turn for Danich. He's hit the front. Wickham District right there with him. They're now ahead of Surrey University, sitting in third. Still going well. Matt Burrows of Sevenoaks. It's an excellent turn there for Danich. He used that underwater very effectively. Came up a body length ahead of Wickham District, who are now a body length ahead of Surrey University. So all of a sudden, it's not as close as it was looking moments ago. Still going well for Sevenoaks. It's Matt Burrows as we come in to the halfway point and our next changeover. Jad Gaziri is in the water. Ooh, the lights went out here. Jad Gaziri is in the water for Mount Kelly C. He leads the way. Something's definitely happening to the light-in. Don't worry though, won't stop the swimmers. In for Wickham, George Pearson, handed over to Luke Poulton. James Taylor's now in for Surrey University. James Hodgson for Newcastle C. Sami Kaduri, Enfield D, and David Allen at the bottom of your pool for Sevenoaks. Mount Kelly C and Wickham District A at the moment are away from the rest. Newcastle C just going past Enfield D. We've got a glimpse there of David Allen going over for Sevenoaks. There is the front of your race. Dylan Reeve is in the water for Mount Kelly C. No, he isn't. The scoreboard went with the lights for a second. I thought I was right. It is still true that El Ghaziri is in the water, but we have shown you Mount Kelly's next card, because Dylan Reeve will enter the water. Mount Kelly C just under a second ahead of Wickham District A after that, but a good takeover for Mount Kelly. And now Dylan Reeve is in the water. Surrey University's Benjamin Triton has overhauled Wickham for now. He moves into second as Mount Kelly extend their advantage. There is your race leader, Mount Kelly C, Dylan Reeve. The battle in the lanes above him though, from Wickham and Surrey University. As Reeve goes over with a healthy advantage. Surrey University turns second, Wickham District over third. Still just over half a second separating the teams that are second and third. And in the rest, these three are away from the rest. Mount Kelly head for home. Wickham going to work hard down the final part of this race. It's them and Surrey University battling it out, and here come Wickham at the top of the pool. Going well, Enfield D. But it is Mount Kelly C that take that one, 7:52.86. Wickham do look like they come through just 6/100 ahead of Surrey University. Take that touch. Enfield D win the battle with Sevenoaks. And Newcastle C then in. I think the scoreboard went with the lights for a second there. As we wait for those results to become official. There are your official results of heat number 1. In lane 0, it's Leeds University, Rory Taylor. In 1, City of Salford, Alexander Volkovoy. In 2, Maidenhead, Jack Rudd. In 3, Birmingham University, Ben Newell. In 4, Stockport Metro, Rhys Grady. In 5, Plymouth Leander A, Finn Broekvervelden. In 6, it's Newcastle and Angelo Contini. In 7, Millfield School A and Solomon Williams. In lane 8, Zachary Studley for Poole. And in lane 9, Harry Robinson for Crawley. Millfield School A leading the way at the first turn by a smallest of margins, 26.09 ahead of 26.22 for Newcastle. And now up the top it is Newcastle, that black hat in lane 6, edging ahead as we go into the first 100-metre turn. It is Newcastle ahead of Millfield School A. Stockport Metro in lane 4, currently in 3rd position, just ahead of Plymouth Leander A. Going well, 1 lane up from our early race leaders. In lane 7, Millfield School A now starting to try and move through, and an excellent turn from Solomon Williams for Millfield to bring him back level with Angelo Contini of Newcastle. And he has it ever so slightly as the edge. Also going well now, Rhys Grady, Stockport Metro in lane 4. It's those 3 teams that are out in front as we head into our first changeover. The touch goes to Stockport Metro. Rhys Grady came in very well there in the closing stages. Millfield School A were in 2nd and Newcastle in 3rd. Now in the water for Stockport Metro it is Tom McCabe. In lane 7, Alexander Sargent goes for Millfield School A. Reese Blackett is in for Newcastle. They are your 3 out in front. In lane 5, Plymouth Leander have Aidan Simmons-Brown currently in 4th position, going well down in lane 1. Joseph Stout for the City of Salford. But the top in lane 9 for Crawley, it's Alexander Davis. 1 lane closer to us, Charlie Meek for Poole. Louis Doves in for Leeds University. Alex Bacon is in for Maidenhead, and Daniel English for Birmingham University. Now, in lane 7, Millfield School are at the front. They've got about a body length lead over Newcastle. And we can see there, Simmons-Brown coming through for Plymouth Leander into 3rd position. Will be Millfield over first, followed by Newcastle. And indeed, Plymouth Leander now in 3rd, a point 9 ahead of Stockport Metro from City of Salford, from Crawley. Millfield looking good here at the front. Still tight for Plymouth Leander from Stockport Metro. So as we change again, our swimmers for the third leg are now entering the water. For Millfield, that is Ivan Hart. For Newcastle, that is Josh Denholm. For Plymouth Leander, that is Jack Pallant. For Stockport Metro, Caden Wellsby. Birmingham University, Jack Aldridge. Maidenhead, William Dean. City of Salford, Nathan Lockett. Leeds University, Matthew Rooney. For Poole, it's Oliver Jones. And for Crawley, it's Daniela Stuma. They are your swimmers for this third leg of the relay. Going well at the moment now at the front. It is Newcastle with Josh Denholm. It will be Newcastle that turn first, followed by Millfield. Just over a second the advantage in that battle. Third over Stockport Metro, they're currently winning the battle in the yellow lanes with Plymouth Leander. Going well at the top of the pool is Daniela Stuma for Crawley. He is ahead of Oliver Jones of Poole. Newcastle swim team looking good here. Now in that battle in the middle, Stockport Metro opened a body length lead over Plymouth Leander. As they, in that battle, in the process, have overhauled Millfield as well. Newcastle looking strong here. As Denholm will hand over to Harry Nicholson. He takes to the water for the final leg for Newcastle. In for Millfield, it's Alexander Painter. Freddie Ashley Sparks has the responsibility of bringing Plymouth Leander A home. Frankie Dockin-Smith is in for Stockport Metro. Daniel Menza is in for Birmingham University. Nathan Potter for Maidenhead. Connor Hartley for City of Salford. Willem Costa for Leeds University. Robbie Hemmings is in for Poole and Oren Jones for Crawley. There is your race leader. 10 metres, the advantage for Newcastle over Stockport Metro. Plymouth Leander chasing hard here. With Millfield currently in fourth. Poole now back in fifth. At the front, Newcastle have been dominant since returning to the front of this race. The fight is on between Plymouth Leander and Stockport Metro. That's where the entertainment is at the moment, as Freddie Ashley Sparks comes up shoulder to shoulder with Frankie Dockin-Smith, and he does take him on that turn. Plymouth Leander second. He's going to run out of Poole before he gets the chance to overhaul Harry Nicholson. As we see them now coming into the finish, and that is Newcastle there, touching first, 7:36.33 from them. Strong last leg there for Plymouth Leander A to come through in second. Stockport Metro third, Millfield fourth. As we just see there at the top, Crawley finishing in lane 3 down. Birmingham University coming into the wall, and finally in 0, it's Leeds University. Here is your start list for heat number 3.
Let's go, Sterling! Go, Royal!
In the final heat, heat number 3, in lane 0, Mount Kelly B, Samuel Lander. In 1, Northumberland and Durham Performance is Lewis Maxwell. In 2, for City of Cardiff, Max Gayson-Holly. In 3, for Swansea University, Joss Williams. In 4, for Loughborough Uni, is Charlie Hutchison. In 5, for University of Stirling, is George Smith. In 6, for Mount Kelly A, Matthew Ward. 7, for City of Sheffield, Matthew Woodall. In 8, for Derby Excel, Alexander Harrand. And in lane 9, for Royal Wolverhampton, is David Annis. It was Loughborough University that led after the first turn, Charlie Hutchison in lane 4, but he has company as the first 4 teams. That is Swansea University, Loughborough University, Stirling and Mount Kelly A, all pretty much in a line as we go into the first 100 turn. It's Swansea University that get the touch, ahead of Loughborough University by just 11/100ths, who are a quarter of a second ahead of Stirling, who are 5/100ths ahead of Mount Kelly A. So it is as close as it looks between those 4 swimmers at the moment. Going well, one lane up in lane 6, City of Sheffield's Matthew Woodall. And going down well on the each end of the pool, Mount Kelly B in 0 and Royal Wolverhampton in 9. But still, it's very close at the front. Loughborough University getting the touch that time by 2/100ths. And then Mount Kelly A, who are just behind Swansea University, who are just ahead of Stirling. So at that point, it was Loughborough, Swansea, Mount Kelly A, Stirling. But there's still a long way to go as we go into this handover. Matthew Ward for Swansea hands over to Jonathan Turk. Charlie Hutchison hands over to Michael Ripper. In the water for Stirling now is Evan Jones. And in the water for Mount Kelly is Jonathan Turk. So that start is wrong. Joseph Dayan is in fact in the water for Swansea University. As we go, they're still very close. Swansea now dropping off the pace slightly with Joe Dayan. Luke McGee is in the water for Northumberland and District Performance, Durham Performance. Callum Cox for Mount Kelly B. Aaron Fox for City of Sheffield. Tom Truman for Derby Excel and James Shevchenko for Royal Wolverhampton. At the front, just 3/100ths separating. Now Stirling are in the lead from Loughborough University, very close there at the front. Mount Kelly A in 3rd with Swansea University currently in 4th. Stirling though look to be moving ahead on this 3rd 50 of this 2nd leg. As we go into the turn, that advantage will have increased. It has. It's almost a second, which is the most breathing space anyone has had in this heat so far. Evan Jones going well for Stirling. He's got a body length lead over Michael Ripper. Mount Kelly A still in 3rd. Turk ahead of Dian for Swansea. There's a battle at the top of the pool between Aaron Fox and Tom Truman, Sheffield and Derby Excel. But now into the water for Stirling it is Jack Munsey. And in the water for Loughborough, William Bell. Munsey's got clear water between him and Bell at the moment. For Mount Kelly A, it's Riccardo Lucarelli. Ruben Vistas in for Sheffield. Liam Dawson for Derby. Oliver Burns for Royal Wolverhampton. Max Adams in the water for Swansea. Evan Davis for City of Cardiff. Jay Manners for Northumberland and Durham Performance, and Aaron Orkers down in 0 for Mount Kelly B. Mount Kelly A still in 3rd, Loughborough in 2nd, but Stirling going very well here. Jack Menzie comes at the halfway point of his leg. 300 metres to go in this relay. The advantage that Muncie has for Stirling is just over 2 seconds to back to Loughborough University. Mount Kelly A still in 3rd, 0.7 ahead of Swansea University. Max Adams chasing hard. Ricardo Lucarelli doing a great job here for Mount Kelly. In lane 8, going well, it is Derby Excel. They've moved ahead of Sheffield now. And it is Stirling 1, Loughborough 2, Mount Kelly A 3, Swansea University 4, Derby Excel 5, Sheffield 6, Northumberland are currently in 7th. As we go into these final changeovers, Jack Muncie doing a good job there for Stirling. He hands over to Tony Joe, Tret Oliver. On the chase for Loughborough. Big job to do for Charlie Brown. He started well though. Mount Kelly A, Oliver Rowe is in for their anchor leg. Finn Nichols in for Swansea University. Evan Davis is no longer in for Cardiff. Harley James is now in. Adam Strickland for Northumberland. Vadim Bosk for Mount Kelly B. Ben Cope for City of Sheffield. Benjamin Twynham for Derby Excel, and Finn Drysdale for Royal Wolverhampton. But at the front it's getting tight with 100 metres to go. Stirling have still got an advantage, but it's now down to just over a second. 1.1 seconds separates Stirling and Loughborough. It is going to come right down to the wire. Behind them, the race is on. Swansea University have caught Mount Kelly A. There, stroke for stroke. Stirling still in the lead, let's see. They're now 0.7 ahead. That advantage is getting cut into with every stroke. Can Oliver hold on for Stirling? Charlie Brown fights back. He's on the feet of Oliver for Stirling as they come. And they see the flags. And it will be Stirling that hold on. They take that 7:23.52. Look at this battle behind though. Oliver Rowe responded very well for Mount Kelly A to come in 3rd position there, ahead of Swansea University. As we watch the other teams come into the wall now, Northumberland District, Durham Performance come in 6th, behind City of Sheffield, but ahead of Derby Excel, then Royal Wolverhampton, City of Cardiff, and bringing home this heat, it was Mount Kelly B. So that was an exciting final heat. We will wait for those results to be confirmed. They are your official results of heat number 3. We will bring you a summary of the overall results to confirm your champions. Here comes your summary. University of Stirling are the gold medalists. In the end, it wasn't as close as it looked. Loughborough Uni taking the silver, and Mount Kelly A with an excellent bronze medal. Those medal ceremonies and the medal ceremonies for the previous event will take place shortly. So stick around for those. There is your final page of results. 26 teams finished in what was an exciting session. As mentioned, the medal ceremonies will be coming soon. Obviously the athletes have literally just got out of the water, and it was an exciting end to that, so they will make their way to the medal area before the ceremonies can commence. Our first victory ceremony is for the men's 14 to 16 years, 4x200 meters freestyle relay. The medals will be presented by Barry Saunders, the meet director here at the British Summer Championships. Bronze medalists from Guildford City are Morgan Davis, Charles Clark, Finley Richardson and Joseph Way. Your silver medalists from Millfield School: Ethan Stubbs Green, Ewan Pedersen, Lachlan Parrott and Ruben Alty. And your gold medalists from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson: it's Aaron Bissett, Maxwell McAdam, Hayden Annan and Tom Hawkins. While those athletes get their photos taken and enjoy their moment, we'll see who's still in the crowd as we wait for one more medal ceremony. So stick with us. It will be the medal ceremony for the men's 17 years and over 4x200 meters freestyle relay. Here come the athletes for the medal ceremony of the men's 17 years and over 800 meters freestyle team event, which is the men's 4x200 meters freestyle relay. Our bronze medalists from Mount Kelly are Matthew Ward, Jonathan Turk, Ricardo Lucarelli and Oliver Rowe. Your silver medalists from Loughborough University are Charlie Hutchison, Michael Ripper, William Bell and Charlie Brown. And your gold medalists from the University of Stirling, it's George Smith, Evan Jones, Jack Munsey and Tony Joe Oliver. Well, that concludes all of the heat action for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back at 5 p.m. for this evening's finals. Please find your way to us then and join us for day 4 finals, 5 p.m. Goodbye.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Half the town screaming out in vain, the other half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey!